Welcome back to Pig and Beef. On today's Grill Spotlight, we're unboxing and doing a review of the ASMOKE Portable Pellet Grill. As a reminder, make sure to leave a comment below if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions for future videos, but also hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you receive notifications for future videos. The ASMOKE Portable Pellet Grill claims to be an 8-in-1 grill that, in addition to smoking and everything else, that it can also sear with its flame broiler technology. We'll get into that a little bit more later on. You can see some of the details here, including 256 square inches of cooking surface and 4-pound hopper capacity. As we mentioned, we learned about this grill on Indiegogo, and the entry price of $160 for the grill and 2 20-pound bags of ASMOKE's applewood pellets made it an easy decision to pull the trigger. It also came with a bunch of extras that we'll get into. Let's get this unboxed so we can show you everything it came with. The first thing here is the manual. Everything else has been packed in the grill itself, so let's take it out of the box and see what's inside. One thing I'll mention right away is that for a portable grill, it still has a fair amount of girth to it, and it comes in weighing at about 45 pounds. We picked up the Tahoe blue color, but there are 3 other options available, including cinder black, apple red, and pine green. Also included with the grill is a 5-pound bag of ASMOKE's applewood pellets. We'll talk more about that later. Here's the removable upper rack, which adds an extra 64 square inches of cooking space. And in this bag of goodies, there are some heat-resistant gloves, some tongs, and meat claws. This came as a bonus for supporting ASMOKE's Indiegogo campaign. This is the flame broiler plate, which has this slider that you use to open up these vents to access the firebox directly and sear your meat. Assembly is pretty quick and should only take you a few minutes to attach the legs and handle. One early observation is the plastic inside, where you can see that ASMOKE was able to keep costs low. Now the main rack and the upper rack are placed and everything is good to go. For the initial burn-in, we opened up the vent on the flame broiler plate to see how hot we could get the grill going. Surprisingly, we were able to get the grill up to 526 degrees. You can see that the gloves that ASMOKE provides have already come in handy, as these latches can get pretty hot. It took about 20 minutes or so to get up to that temp. While we haven't tested this out on a real cook, this should be able to provide a better sear than most other pellet grills. For our first cook, we decided to smoke an 8.5-pound pork shoulder butt, and it fit quite nicely without the upper rack. The ASMOKE gives the option of 225, 250, then strangely skips 275 on the way to 300 degrees, so for this cook we went with 250 degrees. We used our Fireboard 2 to track the meat and ambient temperature. The cook lasted around 9 hours, and you can see that the average temperature throughout the cook was 230 degrees. Part of that was due to coming out once an hour to spritz the pork. Now, in general, it stayed below 250, usually around 240 degrees. It did spike a little toward the end and then stabilized again. I will point out that if you have your ASMOKE in the sun, the temperature readout becomes extremely hard to see, but it showed that it was hovering around 250 degrees throughout the duration of the cook, which was slightly off from our ambient probe. We also did a test to see how evenly the grill cooks. With it being such a small area, we didn't anticipate much fluctuation at all, but we did come away a little surprised. We put one ambient probe on each side and set the grill to 300 for about an hour and a half. As you can see, the left side averaged 261 degrees and the right side averaged about 279 degrees. Not a huge deal, but surprising nonetheless. For our second cook, we did a 6-pound Spatchcock Chicken. We had the grill set at 300 and it took a little under 2 hours to cook. The performance of the ASMOKE was similar to what we experienced during our first cook, in that the temperature generally stayed within about 10 to 20 degrees of our target temperature. Lastly, ASMOKE has been touting their all-natural applewood pellets. We picked some up as part of the Indiegogo package, and we used the ASMOKE pellets for the pork shoulder butt that we cooked and the Traeger pellets for the Spatchcock Chicken. The ASMOKE pellets definitely smelled more like actual apple wood and not a composite blend like other pellets, but in terms of actual flavor added, the difference was marginal. In terms of other portable pellet grills on the market, there really aren't a ton. Traeger has its Scout and Ranger models that range from $300 to $400, but they're actually a little smaller than the ASMOKE. The most similar product, which in fact is almost identical to the ASMOKE, is the Traveler by Country Smokers. We couldn't verify any affiliation with ASMOKE, however. That model will run you about $175. The Green Mountain Davy Crockett is another good option with a larger hopper and Wi-Fi for around $330. We'll throw a link up of our review of that grill, as well as in the video description below. The ASMOKE Portable Pellet Grill is now listed on Amazon at $299. And now for our review. Here's what we liked. The portability is nice and you shouldn't have any problem fitting it in your car or in the back of your truck, and yet it's big enough to do pulled pork or a full chicken. The price, which is currently listed at $299, is comparable to Traeger's portable pellet grills and the Green Mountain Davy Crockett. The initial price during the Indiegogo campaign made it a steal, but now the price is right in line with its competitors. And lastly, even though we didn't get to test it on any meat, our test showed that the grill is capable of a decent sear at over 500 degrees. And here's what we didn't like. Even though it is portable, it is still a little unwieldy without any handles to carry it. We did pick up this carrying case, which does help, but that set us back an extra $40. You'll also be limited with its portability to the extent that you have an electrical source available to plug it into. The ASMOKE generates a ton of ash and you'll spend a fair amount of time cleaning the grill after each cook. We even had some ash spewing into the grease catcher. I did reach out to ASMOKE's customer service regarding this, but I haven't heard back yet. If I get an update on that, then I'll leave a comment with an update below. So the question is, do we recommend the ASMOKE Portable Pellet Grill? That's a tough one. There are other portable options, such as some charcoal options from Weber, and none of those are confined to having an electrical source. But if you've got to have a portable pellet grill, our money is on the Green Mountain Davy Crockett, since it's at a similar price point, but with more features like Wi-Fi and a bigger hopper. Thanks again for watching. Let us know if there are other grills that you want us to take a look at, and be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos.